Alright, so we're back to Module C, and we're going to do the verticals. This is CV1, and it goes, according to the drawings right there, it goes right up in here. So we've got to start doing a bend right about there. So let's put a little bit of a bend in here. This one is really pretty simple. And I say simple because it only has just the one bend. There's a little bit more here. Around that corner. The verticals are the most challenging in my opinion, but also the most fun because we get to bend them and do kinks and stuff like that. There. That's actually almost too big. I think what I'm going to do, get a good snug fit in there. It's just a tad long. So what we're going to do is we're going to mark it right here. That's what we want to cut at. Come off of there. Right there. And let's see if we can draw a semi-straight line right there. I'm not a carpenter or a carpenter's apprentice, so I'm not very good at doing that. But we'll get a straight edge down here. So that's how much we cut off. Get back in there, bend it around there. Perfect. Right in there, right snug. You see the top edge doesn't have any big gaps or anything. That should fit smoothly right in there. I think I didn't get this quite tight enough in there, I guess. I'm not fitting flush right here. You can see it coming out right along that edge. So I'm going to shave away a little bit right in here just so that this will fit all the way in like it's supposed to. So let's do this. Don't need a whole lot. Oh yeah, much better. Now I've got a flush edge here, and I'm flush here, and I'll be able to get that all the way around. So that's going to work out just fine. Let's put a couple pins in here to hold it for the moment until we're actually ready to glue everything down. Second one on the outside there. Something like that. So we got a good straight edge, a smooth flat edge there. This will need more pins, obviously, once I start gluing it down. Just like that. And I'm going to come around on that side. And put a pin in there because I want this edge to be flush as well. I've got a little bit of a gap there. I can fix that. I can shave that if I need to. And we'll deal with that when it comes time to put roads and bridges in to see if they really need anything there. So that's CV1. CV2 comes over here on this side. This one's going to be more fun. That's going to be much more funner, isn't it? Alright, so we come here, start doing a bend. And in there. That will fit around that corner. Now that concerns me because that's low. I've got the horizontal down on the rib. But this has got a lip here, so I'll have to look at that because I got train track coming in there. I will probably have to trim that back, but we will deal with that when that time comes. So right there, we want to start bend. And there. I guess you could call this a compound bend because it's coming back and around here. So take a little challenge there. And there, coming around the corner looks good. That looks good. Got the final curve here. Make sure it's up and tight. Looks like I may wind up having to trim this one off just a tad, like I did the last one. I want to make sure that I'm completely in here tight all the way around. Here like this. Around here, yeah, I'm going to have to take off a bit here because you can see I got a big gap there. That one's going to be harder to judge. From there. So let's take it off right here. Before I do anything else, let's double check and make sure I'm right. This is CV2, and CV2 does go there, all right? And of course, I don't have any problem with this. I would rather have it be too long than maybe too short. So, piece off there, that'll go in my scrap pile for future use, hopefully, maybe, possibly, if necessary. One time around here, coming into my compound bend here, come back around. Oh, looks like I need to take off just a touch more. So I'm going to kind of fudge that a little bit. Let's take off that. One more time. Little moss. Oh yeah, that fits right down in there like it's supposed to. So let's get some pins in here to hold this in place until we're ready to glue. Come around the curve. There. Not sure why I've got so much of a lip right here, because I do have train tracks got to come across there. That should be a smooth transition. So may have to go back to the engineers and ask them to look at CV2 again. Maybe make some adjustments on the cuts back in the design. Or they may tell me, oh yeah, it's supposed to be like that because. That is always a possibility. Some of those guys are a whole lot smarter than I am, especially about this. This is my first time. These guys generally have it down pat. Put one more in there when I glue it down. But that's looking good right there. I think that's going to work. So, CV3, take a quick look at the drawings. CV3 goes over here, around to there. So, again, we'll get this so I can get some room to move. About there is where I want to start my bends. This only has two bends, one at the beginning and one at the end. Seems to be the norm here with these verticals. They're all just a touch long. That could have something to do with the redesign of the boxes and everything. Check this fit again. Snug into there, snug on the corner. Right in place. Oh yes. And I'm throwing pins on the floor again. All right, so that's CV3, and then CV4 is going to go right here. There's a little bit of a bend in it. Let's take a little bit off of here. Right in there. All right, so we've got all of our verticals in place. And it's time to glue them down. I'll go ahead and do that, and I'm going to talk to folks about this edge here. Do I need to go ahead and cut that down once it's dry? Just so I've got a good flat transition there, which I think is what I'm supposed to have, just like here, here, and here. I think that should be flat there. So I will ask about that. So this is C module verticals, and we're moving on.